What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Tony Mo from Pixabite, and today we are taking a look at The Night of the Rabbit, a fantasy adventure game developed by Daedalic Entertainment. The game just released and is available on Steam for $19.99. Now, we actually have a key to give away here at Pixabite, and after you guys are done watching this preview, I promise that you really are going to want a chance at winning one of these keys for this rather fantastic game. So just post a comment in the section below saying whatever as usual, and we will select a winner at random. But let's hop into this rather fantastic world here in The Night of the Rabbit. As you can see immediately, this game is simply gorgeous. The entire game is hand-drawn visuals, which is just something that is completely, it just always blows me away when I hear a game is hand-drawn anything, or, you know, made from clay. That's just awesome that somebody actually went out of their way to make a game and draw the entire environment and everything by hand. On top of that, as you'll start to hear while we're playing through the game, the music in this game is fantastic. It's a complete 1 hour score made just for the game, and it just adds to the entire experience. It's great. It's a point-and-click adventure game, though, so if you don't like these kinds of games, you know, you might not enjoy this. But if you are a big fan of these sort of storytelling adventure games that are more about listening to, you know, text or listening to people talk, this full game is voiced over, so you don't have to read a bunch of text. You can actually just listen. All the characters are extremely well voiced. Everything is just really top-notch. But we actually are here in the woods here. We are playing as Jeremiah Hazelnut, a 12-year-old boy who has dreams of becoming a magician. This is the regular old world we're in right now. We're actually a little bit towards the start of the game, and we have sort of a quest that we're on. You can see I have this letter here that was in our mailbox, a mysterious message. I'm actually going to click on it, right-click on it with the mouse, and I'm going to let you guys listen to Jeremiah read this for here. Read the poem here.
Symbol all in white. Grinding white to powder makes it right. Then add black in turn, the kind you should be loath to burn. Black and white as they combine, the inside of your vessel line. Then 3 more things: tree skin, tree fruit, and lastly but not least, a root. At the crossroads, draw a circle with the powder mix obtained. Put the vessel in the center of the powder ring, thus gain. Set the circle bang on fire. The carrot flame leaps higher and higher, and I will swallow it in haste to enjoy the lovely taste.
Alright, so you guys can see that was sort of the poem. I've already started to collect some of these items. We have our carrot, we have our tree fruit, the acorns, we have some bark, we have our stick, which will be our root, and then we have some things that we've gotten from Jeremiah's sort of secret stash. We have a firecracker, we have a secret coin, and we have a match. And then we have some rose hips, which really are not of any use. But if we right-click on the rose hips, Jeremiah will give us some information about them, such as everything in your inventory. Now, to open your inventory, you can use I, or you can use the mouse scroll wheel. I find the mouse scroll wheel is rather nice. And as I said, right-click and gives us some information, or we can left-click and then use the item off-screen. Now, what I've already done is we put down some crumbly chalk we've gotten from the chalk quarry here, right next to this frog that looks, you know, it's a rock, actually, but it looks like a frog. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to smash the crumbly chalk because we need it to make some powder. So we're going to go ahead and left-click on the heavy round stone. Clicking in this game is your friend. It's a, you know, point-and-click adventure. Clicking on everything, you can interact with just about every single piece of everything you can find in the environment, whether it be a rock like this. That's a pretty big rock. The voice acting, and then just the writing for the everything in this game is just so well done. Constantly makes me smile or laugh, or, you know, just something. It's really well done. All right, let's head back this way now. We have that. Now what we're actually gonna do is start to combine some of these ingredients in the can, because that's going to be our vessel. So if we left-click on the chalk powder, we can put that inside the can. Oh, the order's not quite right yet. What do we need to put in there first? Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to make the decayed firecracker, and there we go. We have our powder mixture. It fits, yes. Okay, now we're going to left-click. We're going to add it to the Dr. Pepco can. It's in there. Let's see, we got the carrots. Oh, actually, you know what? Carrot goes last. Let's put the... No, that's not it right either. There we go. And next is the bark.
Also in.
So you can see the order is exactly as it was in the poem. So, you know, that's one of the big things about these adventure games is you have to think. There's lots of small puzzles that aren't even really directly puzzles. You know, they're just kind of thought processes. You know, how would I make this happen? And that's what we're going to do there. Now we got everything inside of our can. And the rest of the poem told us to then go to the crossroads and draw a circle with it and then light it on fire. So we're actually going to click on the can now. We'll click on the crossroads right here, Forest Crossroads. And Jeremiah's going to go ahead and we're going to draw our circle here with our powder mixture. And the game starts off very normal. I mean, if you didn't know it was supposed to be about magic and, you know, adventure in this world of Mousewood, you wouldn't know anything other than, okay, he's a normal boy adventuring. But this is where things are going to kind of start to change, and this is when the game gets really interesting. So let's click on our match, left click again, and we're going to light the mysterious circle of powder on fire. And I'm going to let you guys enjoy this video. What is this? Magical trunk.
Impossible. The trunk came out of... It's an and I...
It's an impossible trunk.
Yeah! I knew it. Practice makes perfect. Hazelnut is nuts, they said. There's no such thing as magic. They'll all eat their word.
Alright, let's examine this impossible trunk that has appeared. We have a classic magician's top hat. There's a poster. Let's take that. Can we take the poster?
Experience the greatest illusionist of our time.
Greatest illusionist of our time.
When and where to show it. The poster looks pretty old too. I wonder if the trunk here belonged to Zaroff. I'll just take one of his posters.
Yes, let's take one of his posters.
There's a rip in the lining of the trunk lid.
Oh, let's grab that rip.
A
Yes.
little rip is no big deal. That's easy to repair. Uh-oh.
Ooh. Well, there's a magic wand. You may have ripped it a little bit more than we wanted to, though. Let's just pocket that. Alright, so as you guys can probably be getting a sort of, feeling for this game here, it's, I don't know, it makes me smile. It's a really fun game, and I'm looking forward to actually playing through the rest of this game, because it's just, it's something I really want to play. I'm usually not a big fan of these point and clicks either. I played a lot of them, like, Monkey Island and stuff like that, and I was never a really big fan of them, but there's something about this one. It reminds me a lot of Redwall, the show that I used to watch when I was a kid. If you guys are familiar with Redwall, I don't know what there is about it, but something about it reminds me of that. Maybe we can use the magic wand on the top hat. Make some deductions here.
All right, Jerry, the time has come. You've been
Yes.
training for this for
See the
years.
magic you've been practicing.
Abraca.
Let's do this. Abraca. Alright, I'll let you guys watch this as well. A lot of important video and dialogue in this game. Alright guys, this is the Marquis, who as you can see is a rabbit, essentially. And this is when Jeremiah Hazelnut's adventure really starts to begin.
Decades since I last drank a carrot flame.
Decades. Decades drinking carrot flames. It sounds tasty.
I am the Marquis. The Marquis de
Marquis de Roto. Alright guys, so for the sake of this preview, I'm going to skip through this text.
The boy with the dream. I know much more than that.
But not too much of it, because this is a big part of this game. I mean, like I said, if you guys don't enjoy this whole conversation bit, then you probably won't like this game. But ugh, school. I don't even want to talk about school, man. It's making me cringe.
The murmur of the leaves in the wind. It reminds me of home.
I love the characters in this game. I don't know what it is. They just make me smile, and the dialogue they say, the way they conversate, and the things they say. Scarcely remember.
Jerry.
The fog is something you guys will find out about if you play the game. Actually, in the beginning of the game, you will experience the fog there. It's definitely part of the story. My greatest, obviously, to be a magician.
I know.
He wants to be a magician.
For
He is a magician.
feared, needed, and
Right here, this is an example of why I love the dialogue. My goodness. It's just this small line, but it just felt so right to say it, then it just, I don't know. Something about it. Something about this
travel
game.
with me. Beyond the bound.
Beyond the boundaries of the
Study the
imaginable.
5 fiery mantras of the phoenix and master every single.
The voices fit the character so well, too. It's just sometimes you play a game, and the voice just doesn't go with the character. It's just not interesting. You don't get that, like, sort of feeling for the character that you really like. I really like this character. Just everything about him, his personality, his voice, it all comes together. And both of them, the Marquis and Jeremiah here, they both just have that. It's just perfect voicing, perfect, I don't know, everything about them.
Then I probably won't be able to.
True training in
Now you could have picked any of that dialogue, and eventually sometimes you'll be able to just pick one and it'll go through. Other times you'll pick one and you'll end up having to pick the other ones. You can see here we have to basically select all of them, and he's going to give it. The Marquis is going to respond to each of them. Now there are some things that I've noticed because I actually had to play the beginning multiple times. Depending on how you do certain things, the dialogue sort of changes to adapt to it rather than it being kind of awkward. So that's really clever on their part there.
I promise you,
Anything is possible.
you
We will trust him.
What?
And here's an example of the first bit of magic that we start to learn.
Where did you get it?
I don't know exactly.
Alright, so we'll skip through this bit here.
I
And we're going to learn how to use the coin. And there we go.
It's
As
magic.
you can see, the coin has now revealed these sort of magic
What you'll
anomalies. I forget what he calls them. Magical
see from now on,
iridescence.
the coin will show you.
And as we go through our journey now, this is actually going to help us to discover certain hidden things within the worlds that we begin to explore.
Take.
Alright. Let's go through here.
we're leaving.
We have no time. After
Yes,
all,
we're leaving
we'll
this
be-
world. Yes, there's our top hat. Truly a magician now.
Nothing is impossible.
And soon it will no longer sound like a quest.
Alright, let's follow the Marquis. And now you're really going to start to see the game change right here. And that rock I told you guys about, keep an eye on the frog rock over
You
there.
know this place, Jerry. I
Special?
magic. It's
Hey, I'm.
even adults can.
I hear.
Okay, now we're going to use our magic coin here in a second. We can either use spacebar or we can click the middle mouse button. So again, everything's kind of on the middle mouse button. You don't even really have to use your keyboard if you don't want to. The entire game could just be played with that. And look! It's actually a giant toad!
Oh man.
I knew it
phone.
all along.
It's gigantic.
But just as with any other, then.
Alright guys, well this is going to be the end of this preview here as we start to continue on. And as you can see, the journey has just begun for Jeremiah Hazelnut here. We've run into the Marquis, and we're going to begin to explore many, many worlds, and everything is just going to start to get even crazier and just more awesome. But I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the Night of the Rabbit. I hope you were intrigued by it, and I hope you guys go and check this game out. It may seem like, you know, $20 I guess for an indie game nowadays. Usually they're so cheap, but this game is really, it's worth the $20. It's a really big game. It's a really great story, and I strongly recommend you guys check this out if you enjoy these types of games. And if, you know, you've never played a point-and-click adventure, maybe this is the first game that you'll hop into. Give it a try. I strongly recommend it. The story is really worth it, and if you can, you'll really get absorbed in it. Even if you're somebody who usually needs all the frantic action, I promise that if you enjoy a good book, a good story, a good tale, that you will find some sort of enjoyment in the Night of the Rabbit. But don't forget, we will be doing a giveaway for this game, so go ahead and throw a comment in the section below. We have one key to give away, one Steam key to give away, so one of you lucky guys will get a chance to play this game for free and enjoy its wonderfulness. But for more awesome games like the Night of the Rabbit, be sure to subscribe to us here on Pixabite. Till next time, it's been Tony Mo, and I'll see you guys in Mousewood.